Welcome to Airborne Flight Training. Coming up on this week's episode, American Airlines offers pilots significant pay increases. Elektra Trainer impresses during maiden flight. New Airline Pilot Club Skyborne Air Academy partnership offers pathway. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. American Airlines offers pilots significant pay increases. In a move certain to foment increased informational picketing outside the hubs and headquarters of its competitors, American Airlines has offered its pilots pay increases of up to $64,000. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom has outlined a proposal entailing a 16.9% pay raise for the carrier's 14,000 pilots. If implemented, the measure would see a $2 billion increase in the airline's pilot payroll. American is the latest airline to acquiesce to union calls for higher pay and better working conditions. Upon learning United had offered its pilots a 14% pay rise across 18 months, American made its 16.9% bid, which comprises a 6% raise to existing 2022 pilot salaries, plus 5% increases in both 2023 and 24. The offer also reportedly includes significant improvements to flight scheduling and quality of life. The deal would see more PICs of narrow-body aircraft, such as Boeing 737, realize pay increases of up to $45,000, thereby raising their annual earnings to as much as $340,000. Left-seaters flying wide-body aircraft, such as Boeing 787, could earn an additional $65,000, bringing their annual earnings to $425,000. After the break, NBAA granted limited relief from record-keeping regulation.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. NBAA granted limited relief from record-keeping regulation. In August 2021, the FAA mandated the establishment of an electronic pilot records database and implemented statutory requirements to facilitate the sharing of pilot records among air carriers and other operators in an electronic data system managed by the agency. The measure requires air carriers, air tour operators, fractional ownerships, and corporate flight departments to enter data on their pilots into the database. The NBAA, however, has successfully petitioned the FAA for limited relief from the requirement to begin reporting pilot records created on or after June 10th to the Pilot Records database within 30 days of the effective date of the record. Electric Aircraft Symposium returns. In 2007, the CAFE Foundation hosted the first annual Electric Aircraft Symposium, bringing together a small group of visionaries who believed that electric-powered aircraft were not only possible, but practical. Now in its 16th year and hosted by the Vertical Flight Society, the upcoming Electric Aircraft Symposium will bring together over 40 of the world's leading electric aircraft developers and technology experts. This year's event will be held in person and online in Oshkosh, Wisconsin on July 23rd through 24th, the weekend prior to AirVenture 2022. EAA objects to controversial drone UAV rule making report. EAA has submitted written comments following a recent public meeting on an advisory and rulemaking committee final report that provides recommendations to the FAA regarding the integration of beyond visual line of sight operations by UAS into national airspace. EAA also noted that there are a substantial number of crewed aircraft operations that occur at low altitudes which the recommendations seemingly ignore, including ultralights, backcountry flying, seaplanes, and rotorcraft. FedEx pilots to management. Now is the time to deliver for us. FedEx pilots have joined the ongoing sideshow of labor disputes in the wake of picketing at American, Southwest, and Alaska Airlines and the procurement of rich contracts by Piedmont Airlines pilots and Bombardier aircraft builders. Hundreds of FedEx pilots, fellow crew members, and supporters held an informational picket in front of FedEx Express's Air Operations Center in Memphis. The pilots are frustrated by the ongoing lack of a new pilot employment contract. FedEx pilots have been negotiating for a new contract since May 2021. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Elektra Trainer impresses during maiden flight. This could be your next trainer. Elektra Solar has successfully test-flown the Elektra Trainer, the company's two-seat electric ultralight aircraft. With test pilot Uwe Nortmann at the controls, the Elektra Trainer prototype departed Memmingen International Airport in southern Germany on June 29th. The aircraft rose silently and sans emissions after an impressively brief 100-meter takeoff roll and climbed at a brisk 8 meters per second and remained aloft for 20 minutes. At altitude, the Elektra Trainer operated in a low cruise mode that drew only about 10 kilowatts of power. Upon landing, Herr Nortmann remarked favorably of the aircraft, stating it exceeded the expectations of the developers. The Elektra Trainer was designed to meet the needs of flight schools and flight clubs. Its low operating cost of less than €60 per hour is about half that of a traditional ultralight aircraft. The model also marks the advent of Elektra Solar's digital aircraft platform, a proprietary infrastructure that facilitates preventative maintenance by automatically monitoring the systems of in-flight aircraft and uploading the data to a cloud-based network where it's analyzed with the help of AI algorithms. Having completed its maiden flight, the Elektra Trainer will now begin certification flight testing with an eye toward receiving German UL certification by the end of this year. After these messages, new Airline Pilot Club Skyborne Airline Academy partnership offers pathway.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Welcome back. New Airline Pilot Club Skyborne Airline Academy partnership offers pathway. The Airline Pilot Club and Skyborne Airline Academy have formed a partnership with the goal of providing aspiring airline pilots professional guidance and high-quality theoretical and practical training. The Airline Pilot Club is a community of aspiring pilots, newly qualified pilots, flying schools, and airlines about the noble endeavor of increasing accessibility to flight training and pilot careers. A key element of the APC process is to connect its members with high-quality training organizations such as Skyborne Airline Academy, with bases at Vero Beach, Florida, and Gloucestershire in the United Kingdom. Using a combination of old-fashioned Hobbs-meter flight instruction and high-tech training aids, Skyborne seeks to create a training environment where the highest standards of teaching, safety, and relevant airline-style training is maintained and interactive learning is encouraged. Skyborne maintains relationships with a number of airlines. Per the new partnership agreement between the two entities, APC members, membership is free by the way, may avail themselves of free pilot career psychometric assessments and free access to Skyborne's Airline Training Department's standard e-learning, which comprises webinars designed to improve awareness of and streamline preparation for the airline pilot career. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.